Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to start a batch of kombucha. So I've already made my tea, and what's in the tea is filtered water. Pretty much there's no exact amount, you just want to have enough filtered water that will dissolve a cup of sugar. So I'll put my water on the stove, just heat it up until it's hot enough to dissolve that 1 cup of sugar. And then I'll add 2 tablespoons of loose leaf tea. I use 1 of this green tea and 1 of this black tea. Again, there's a lot of different variations of tea that you can do. The main thing to consider is that you just do not want to use herbal teas or teas with oils in them, because that can cause havoc for your SCOBY. So read up on that a little bit more, but I use green and black and you can't go wrong with that. So now I'm going to show you how to get your batch started. So I have my tea, and since I use loose leaf, you don't need to worry about this if you use just regular tea bags, but I'm going to strain it through my strainer so that I don't have any of the loose leaf tea in the jar. So I've got my 1 gallon glass jar here, and this is the actual jar that the kombucha is going to ferment in for a week or 10 days or however long you keep it. So now you can see that there's just only a little bit of liquid in here, and we're gonna fill up the rest with our SCOBY and our starter liquid, and then fill up the rest with just pure filtered water. You want to make sure that you don't use tap water, because there can be certain things in the water quality that can affect the taste or the bacteria and yeast. So I'm going to take a quick break and wash my hands before I touch the SCOBY. Okay, we're back and I have clean hands. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this SCOBY, and we just always want to have clean hands because this is bacteria. It's good bacteria, but you don't want to add bad bacteria to it. That would, I don't know all the technical terms, but I'm no chemist. But you're just gonna add your SCOBY and your starter liquid in with the tea. It's really important, just as a point, that the tea concentrate that we put in is cool. It doesn't need to be like refrigerator cold, but you just want to make sure it's room temperature and not hot, because it's never happened to me, but a friend told me that that's the only way she's ever killed her SCOBY, is by having tea that was too hot. So you don't want that. So just make sure it's room temperature. Now I've got filtered water that I'm just going to add to the top. And I'm going to continue adding filtered water until, you can kind of guesstimate. It's not a technical amount or volume, but I usually fill up to about there, just to where it isn't sloshing when I carry the jar around. So I'm going to fill the rest of this up. Okay, so I just have a little bit more water that I'm adding. That's pretty good. So to cover the kombucha jar, I use just cloth napkins. I have friends who use coffee filters, but my jar mouth is a little too wide to use coffee filters. But yeah, and then you just secure it with a rubber band, makes it tight. You want to make sure that you don't put a lid on top of the jar. You want something that's going to allow air to flow through, but not bugs. Or any other kind of pests. So cheesecloth isn't good because the weave in the fabric is a little bit too wide that bugs can get inside. So this works well, and then the coffee filters also work well. So then now that you're done with your batch of kombucha, you want to put it in a place where it's not going to be disturbed by animals or by kids, or moved around and jostled a lot. We keep ours, during the summer we kept ours in a lower cabinet in our kitchen, and now that it's getting to be a little bit colder, we keep ours in the laundry room. So just the main things I think you want to make sure is that you don't put it next to the oven or something like that where it's going to have a lot of heat fluctuation. So yeah, so good luck brewing your kombucha, and I'm excited to hear about how it goes. Thanks so much for watching.